Hi, everybody. It's me, Teresa Perrin, and we got some more good news on MULN today. I was hoping for the opportunity to squeeze out these shorts, but it didn't look like we got it today. Tomorrow's a new day, and hopefully we'll start to see some buying pressure coming into MULN. However, guys, I am reading in the comments and discussion boards regarding MULN that there are a lot of people very frustrated with the management and David Mitchery and some of the things he's doing. And quite honestly, I don't blame them. Not one bit. Yes, I can be frustrated as well and find it, pretty disgusting, some of the things that are going on in this company. The financing that's happening is just completely ridiculous, and it's totally roping shareholders. We're getting the short end of the stick. I'm still hopeful that MULN can be a successful company. However, I think that this dilution just needs to stop. And honestly, the funding that we've been getting has been completely dilutive. And I really feel that David would be better off doing offerings to its shareholders to raise this capital rather than giving away these funds and these warrants that just give them even more power and more dilution versus what he's doing. Why can't he go to retail to buy the shares? I just don't understand it. It's very frustrating. And, if there was any way to get David Mitchery to listen, I would love to have a chat with him and tell him exactly my thoughts, because he's going to lose a lot of shareholders. A lot of people are very frustrated. A lot of people are looking for a big run to get out. I personally believe that there is hope for this company. But again, if he keeps doing this, then it's going to be a problem. And honestly, if you haven't seen my video yet about, I did 2 on the vote. Please watch both of them. One of them says MULN urgent on it. That one is very important because he wants to move the incorporation to Maryland, and you need to see why. But let's talk about the things that happened today and where we stand. Let's get started. Oh, and the other one is very clear that it's talking about the shareholder vote, and you should watch it and know what you're voting for. And please, if you do not know how to vote, call your broker. It is extremely important you vote, and please watch those videos beforehand so you know what you're voting for. I would never, ever tell anyone how to vote. That's up to you, but I will tell you what exactly we're voting on and what it means. Please smash that like button. I would greatly appreciate it. Okay, so we got 2 big PRs today, and I'm not sure why he chose the same day to drop both of them. Personally, I would have preferred that he dropped, one today and maybe one tomorrow, but I think he was hoping for a big push, and unfortunately, we didn't get as big as a push as I would have liked to have seen. We are out of trading in that 18-19 cent zone, so that's a positive, and we did go up on the day, so please don't let me think that I'm being negative, but I just would have liked to see us go up more considering how beat down we have been. So here's the first one. It says, press release, MULN Automotive officially closes on acquisition of Elms assets, takes possession of plant in Mishawaka, Indiana, all intellectual property and related inventory. MULN Automotive officially closed on acquisition of Elms assets, takes possession of the plant. Well, I'm not going to read this. It says the same thing. Sorry. The Elms assets expand MULN's manufacturing capacity, and with the previous Bollinger acquisition, product introductions to market will be accelerated, placing MULN in a unique competitive position. Brief. California, December 1st, 2022, from Globe Newswire. MULN Automotive, an emerging electric vehicle manufacturer, closed on the acquisition of Electric Last Mile Solution, aka Elms, assets on November 30th, 2022, in an all-cash purchase valued at $105 million. The Elms asset acquisition of all IP and inventory will allow MULN to launch into the commercial market much earlier than previously planned. Upon the completion of final certification, it is anticipated that MULN will be delivering Class 1 product in Q1 of 2023, followed by its Class 3 vehicles in Q2. The Elms, Mishawaka, Indiana factory, which previously produced GM's Hummer H2 and the Mercedes-Benz R-Class vehicle, is a perfect fit for production of the MULN 5 SUV. and the Bollinger B1 and B2 platform. Taking possession of this plant in its current condition will allow both vehicles to be launched with significantly less capital than previously anticipated and bring forward their respective launch dates. I have been working on this plan for many years, putting in place the strategic and critical enablers to be a dominant competitor in the EV market, said David Mitchery, CEO and chairman of MULN. Successfully completing this asset acquisition moves MULN into an all-new position with IP, plants, and product platforms that no other competitor can offer to both retail and commercial customers. We have everything we need to launch the MULN and Bollinger EVs product lineup. Guys, that is fabulous news. That's huge for us. And this brief actually, it came as a separate PR, but it does touch on what it says in there. But a lot of people are not going to read anything other than the headline. It says, MULN Automotive, upon completion of final certification, MULN will be delivering Class 1 products in Q1 2023, followed by Class 3 vehicles in Q2, December 1st. MULN Automotive, well, this says the same thing, but ELM's asset acquisition of all IP and inventory will allow the company to launch into commercial market much earlier than previously planned. All right, guys, so we have at least quarterly dates, not specific dates, but the first quarter of 2023, they'll be delivering the Class 1 and followed by the Class 3 vehicles in Q2. So let's hope and pray that David keeps his word on these time frames and that we can see something bullish, because I think a big reason that we were brought down is a lot of people were anticipating the delivery of those cargo vans yesterday. And unfortunately, we didn't get any PR with updates, and I don't think that they are ready at this point. I think that it's very clear by this PR that they're not going to be ready till next year. Of course, guys, people don't understand that, there were complications or things that needed to be changed in those vans, and they were still set on the initial time frame, and that was not accurate. It was not a deadline, so hopefully we get some more PR and news about that. I think we need something more bullish or something, just give us an update your shareholders. When you can't meet an expectation that shareholders have, whether you think it's been addressed or not, you should just say something, because it really, really sets shareholders at ease. Again, guys, I am in this for the long term unless something changes. There are some things that I obviously don't like that we're voting on that do concern me. I mean, I think I'm very straightforward about that in my previous videos. However, at this time, I am still very bullish on MULN Automotive and what I think its future holds. And I do think that patience will be rewarded. However, this dilution just needs to stop. And if we vote to allow us to be changed from Delaware to Maryland, then unfortunately, guess what? He can dilute and he can reverse split as many times as he wants without shareholder approval, and that's a problem. I don't like that one bit. So depending on how that vote goes, I may have, a change of heart as far as a long-term investment, because also heavily invested in Helbiz, which is another company that I really like. And to be honest, I go back and forth with debating selling some of my MULN and transferring it over to Helbiz, because I feel that the company, the CEO is buying up that company. He's buying share after share. And even though it's in the same boat that it could get a reverse stock split, I believe very strongly in that company as well. And I don't see the dilution. I see the shareholder buying shares. It's just a different kind of feel. Please don't get me wrong. I'm still bullish on MULN at this time, but it is a consideration. And I actually own more MULN than I do Helbiz. And I'm considering reversing that so that I own more Helbiz than I do MULN, because they are very close in price at the moment. But again, it's just something that I go back and forth on, and I'm not completely sure. I did actually buy more MULN today. So that being said, I'm not there to change my mind completely yet, but I think this vote is going to have a lot to do with it unless I start seeing a change in price action. Then I have to make a decision quicker. But anyways, guys, that's what I got for you today. Let's hope that we start to see a nice run in MULN. I do think that one is coming. That's for sure. Thank you so much for watching and have a great night.